Go.
Well, hello everyone. Merry Christmas. We got Todd Quillen over here, TQ.
Merry Christmas.
We got T-Pain in the house. Sean Spears already hopped on here. He's watching the Merry Gritchmas with his family. Who else we got on here? Robert Phillips, what's up? And we got quite a few people already watching. So what's up? Oh, jersey. So we see Doug got his jersey. Christopher Snurley got his. I got mine. Mine came in the mail today. I'm wearing it, showing it off, repping it for you guys. So if you guys are interested in that, there's a link. We'll talk a little bit more about it as we go on, get more into the show for tonight. But yeah, if you guys are interested in it, you're going to see quite a few anglers now at the events supporting them. They're pretty cool, really good quality, and well worth the investment, in my opinion. And we got Todd repping the new FKBT shirt. So stand up, Todd. Show them what you did. So we got the original FKBT, and then we can't see it, but on the top, he's on the back of the shirt. He's got FKBT there too. So that is high quality shirt press work there from Todd himself. So can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, cool. I can't hear you, Todd. You're muted.
I was muted.
I was like, why can't I hear Todd? Yeah. So what's
Yeah,
going on,
it
guys?
looks like my jersey is still stuck in Memphis for some reason. It didn't get on the truck somehow.
Yeah. So if you want one of these jerseys, we'll post the link again in our members only page to refresh for those anglers or those members that's come on after. It's all on you guys. You guys submit the order, pay everything, and approve the artwork, and then they put it in to be done. It took about 5 or 6 weeks for us to finally get ours. But it
Yeah,
was well worth the
they've been
wait.
loaded down in just a season.
Yeah. And Amanda is phenomenal over at Wildware. She really, really hooked us up and did a really good job on them. So excited. Oh, Todd posted the link in the comment section there, wildwareamerica.com/FKBT 2023. You can go there and add your personal logos of any particular sponsors you may have. There are some spots that are reserved for FKBT stuff, but there is plenty of spots for you to put your personal sponsors on there. So yeah, excited about that and getting to represent the club in that fashion. So we got 16 folks that are hopped on tonight. It's going to be a good show. We're going to release the 2024 FKBT Championship location and event details here kind of in the next 15-20 minutes or so. We'll do it kind of mid-show. You guys had possibly seen some of the polls that we put up last week or early this week, which I forgot when it was. Did Shaw Jr. buy a Hobie one as well? A Hobie what?
Shirt.
No, I'm selling my Hobie. Now that Hobie has allowed motors, I don't know. I didn't know we were going to get into that topic already. But yeah, I don't need the Hobie anymore now that Hobie allows motors. I don't need that here in Florida anymore. So it might be put on sale here fairly soon. It's brand new hull, brand new everything. So we'll see if anyone wants it. Reach out to me. I'll talk. I don't talk finances online though, but if you're interested, we can talk offline about it. So what's going on, Chris Parker? Good to see you. No, Shaw Jr. I do look like Shaw. Shaw Grigsby. He's a good dude. Got to meet him at ICAST and hang out with him for how many hours we get to hang out with him? like 3 or 4 hours in his area, rigging rods and stuff for the tournaments. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys got your jerseys today. That's fantastic. Glad you guys got them right in time for the new year. So, but yeah, to get back to what I was saying before, I answered David Meyer's question. We put a poll up on our members only page, and we had quite a bit of people respond to it. Again, we're using this as a tool. We're using that members only Facebook page as a tool to kind of see where the majority of our anglers lie with some of the decisions that we made. So far this year, we've used that polling options a couple times, and the latest one was in regards to the time on the water for the championship. Again, we've been trying to figure out what would be best to maximize the fishing opportunity that those that qualify get on the water for those 2 days. And we are going to be shortening the second day due to the fact you'll find out here in the middle of the show when we get more into detail on where it's going to be at and all that stuff. You're going to be, oh, okay, now that makes sense why we put those 3 choices up there. So according to the poll, looking at it, there was 22 votes voted for the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So the 12-hour fishing day for day 1, and then day 2 is a 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. That got 22 votes. The 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. and 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. received 5 votes, and the championship day, the third option, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Received a total of 14 votes. So it looks to be, almost 50-50 there. So we'll discuss which route we decided to go with for the championship. Again, it's not 100% set in stone, particularly on lines in, lines out at this moment. It's really going to be based on as we get closer to that event and we see the weather trends and the temperatures and all that stuff too. We're just throwing that out there to get your guys's feel on what you guys want for the club championship. So as of right now, that's where the club has spoken as far as what they want to see. Again, as we get closer to the championship date, we're going to do a trend, or we're going to look at the data as far as weather goes. We don't want you guys out there fishing for 12 hours in 100 and something degree heat or thunderstorms or things of that nature. So we'll do our best. We'll judge it best as we get closer to that championship date. But we just put a feeler out there to kind of see where you guys were at or what you guys felt about it. So more to come on that as we kind of progress into the live. Also, there was 12 people who commented on my post, but I haven't seen anybody that has gotten it correct. So if you guys want, we're going to utilize this opportunity on this stream for you guys to have an opportunity to win a $25 gift card. That I will PayPal to you immediately after this broadcast. Again, that was, where is it at? Any guesses on where the championship is going to be held at this year? So as of right now, you guys can go ahead and drop in the comment. The first person to guess it right on the comment stream, Todd, if you want to write that down, we can announce that once we go over the once we introduce it, we'll announce the winner. So just keep your eye on the comment section, and the first person to guess it will write their name down. So
yep, I'll let you know.
Yep, I appreciate it. So yep, just keep on with those comments. You get 1 submission, so you can't go in there and rapid fire lakes. You get 1 submission. So right now I see Seminole from Curtis, Orange Lake, Kenansville, Rodman, The Rock, Jessup, and Rodman. So, okay, quite a people. All right. So keep on putting those comments in there, and we will kind of move forward. So what we're going to do now, real quick, before we move into the championship stuff, we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up for the remainder of the year, right? So right now we have the Lake Panasoffkee event that is coming up on January 13th. That's going to be a fantastic event, start to kick off our new year. So we have first place sponsor for this event is going to be Greg Gerdak with Mondo Fishing. We reached out to him, and first place is going to walk, depending on how many people register. First place is going to walk away with a decent check. I think we've averaged like $850 or $900 for first place for the first 3 events is what we've been paying out. So on top of that, Greg has graciously donated a pair of Costa sunglasses to the first place winner. That you can reach. You would get. We're going to get you in contact with him after the event. Whoever we deter or whoever got first place, you will also take home a pair of Costas. For second place, Catch is going to be the sponsor. Correct, Todd? It's Catch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to
Yep.
do a $50 gift card for Catch, and then third place is going to be Lose. You will also get a $50 gift card for Lose on top of your prize winnings for those events. If we hit 50 anglers, the top 3 will get product and on top of their winnings, and then fourth and fifth will walk away with the cash prize. And I just submitted an order for a bunch more product to be given away at our events as well, because I think we ran out of everything at the Kissimmee event. So I just made another big order, and we're going to be getting some new fresh product in to be given away to you guys to kick off the new year. A lot of our sponsors 2024 product, we're going to slowly be getting that in to start giving that away as well. So that's awesome. And then we will also be I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, we'll be continuously giving stuff away and doing giveaways on our lives as the remainder of the year goes away. But we figured the best time to start doing the giveaways on our lives is the holiday season, right? So I think as of right now we've had one person that has guessed the correct location. Todd, you see that? We don't got to
Yep.
tell the
I
name,
got it.
but there is someone in our comments that has guessed the correct location. So we will announce that winner whenever here in the next 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes or so. But yeah, Lake. Where are we going next? I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. We're going to
Lake
Panasoffkee.
Pan.
Yep. So what we're going to do here real quick, right now, I think the last time I looked, we were at like 3 or 4 people that have signed up for Lake Panasoffkee. So what I wanted to do real quick, since we're not in the middle of our season yet, after this event, after Panasoffkee, we're going to reach our that middle of the season piece. So we're going to do kind of do like a quick rundown of Angler of the Year points and how you qualify for the championship, just so that you guys are aware. You guys all should have received a email or a notification from me last night in regards to the rules through Fishing Chaos Messaging Center. If you didn't or you haven't looked, go in there. You guys should all have a link to the FKBT rules. It's there. It's in our Fishing Chaos tournament dashboard. It's on our members only page. There's 4 different locations that you guys can find it, but that is where you're going to find the Angler of the Year and Championship qualification standards. So I just want to say this and put this on the air for everyone to see it and make sure that you guys understand it in regards to how you will qualify for this year's championship. So I'm going to open it up here real quick. So Angler of the Year qualification standards. So this is for you to qualify for Angler of the Year. Anglers must compete in 5 FKBT regular season events. So that does not include, obviously, the championship. So you will have to compete. Again, that is show up, attempt to catch fish, and then catch fish, whatever, and then compete in that event. Anglers must check in at the designated location by the specified time discussing that captain's meeting. Again, if you can't make it, remember just to continue to communicate with us so that your fish and your entries do not get denied for failure to report to the mandatory check-in at the end of the tournament. And again, here, the big change for this year for Angler of the Year points, and to determine the tie, if there was a tie, to determine the winner. In the event of a tie, the angler with the highest event finish breaks the tie. So if the highest event is equal, the next highest event will be used to break that tie. In the event in the event of a tie after comparing all events, the largest fish caught by the competitor during that season, including the championship, will break the tie. So say an example, me and Todd were tied for first place in Angler of the Year point standings. And I won I won an event, and Todd's highest event is a second place finish. I break the tie. But if Todd has a win and I have 2 wins, I win because I have 2 first place finishes and Todd has a first place finishes and 2 second place finishes. And people may ask, well, how can that be a tie? Well, my third, fourth, and fifth event could have been mediocre at the bottom of the field, and his could have offset it. And there's many of ways for folks to get a tie, but in this for this year, it's going to be whoever has the highest placed finish is going to battle it out. It will take the win there. And then for the Florida Kayak Bass Trail Championship qualification standard, so this is for anglers to qualify for the championship. Anglers still must compete in 5 FKBT regular season events. Top 25 in Angler of the Year point standings will automatically qualify for the championship. Roll downs will be assessed. We will be doing roll downs. So say 2 or 3 people that are in the top 25 can't make our championship. 26, 27, and 28 will roll up into the top 25. So once the season ends, we're gonna go through. We're gonna send a notification out saying, "Hey, these are our top 25. If you are going to be able to make the championship, you need to notify us within the next 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever it is, so that it gives us enough time to determine if there's roll downs, who we need to notify to make sure that our field of 25 anglers is met for the championship." And we're going to roll down until we fill 25 spots. Okay. And then the other way for anglers to win their way into the championship, because there's going to potentially be more than 25 anglers there, is through those monthly series, right? So if you win an FKBT monthly event and you fall outside of that top 25, you qualify into the championship. Okay. However, you still have to compete in 5 regular season FKBT events. Okay. So I don't want you guys to get confused on that, or it cause any sort of confusion or get anyone upset. If you have any questions on that, on how that's going to work, please reach out to myself or Todd or Sean or Chris Clutter, and we will be sure to we'll be sure to get with you guys to make sure you understand. So right now, how many events do we have left this year? So right now, let me look at the schedule real quick. I know we have 9 regular season events, right?
6. We have 6 left.
6 more events left. So we have 9 total, but there's going to be 6 events left, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yep. So, and I'm going to go over that here really quick too. So, I don't know. I think the one we have up here, I'm going to post it up here. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. That's the wrong one. I don't have it as an overlay. Let me find it. I'll pull up an overlay here real quick, and I will post it on here for everyone to see. And we'll kind of go down that schedule for everyone to kind of see it. I have it over here, so hold on a second. I thought I had it. Todd, you got it?
I can add it. Give me just a second.
Yeah, I'll let Todd add that. So as Todd's adding that, we'll and then we'll pull it up and we'll talk about which events are left. So 6 of them are regular seasons. We just got off the phone yesterday with Will Gresham on the Northeast Division for bass, getting all the details and everything squared away for our co-event that we're hosting with them on the St. Johns River. So we're going to be bringing Will Gresham on next Thursday to talk about that event and how that's going to work with FKBT and the Northeast Division. And we got we're going to be bringing on Matt Vogt, the Northwest Bass Division tournament director, to talk about the Lake Seminole event that we're going to be hosting with them. That's our last event, I think, in April. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later on towards the middle of the year. So pay attention with that. There is going to be another opportunity for you guys to compete in. That's going to give you an option, or give you another option another route to qualify for the championship. There is going to be another event. We're working on it. We're going to figure out what that is. So that's going to be how many regular season events, Todd? Once we get that other one figured out?
If we add the other one, it'll be a total of 10.
10. So we're going to give you guys plenty of opportunities and ways to qualify. So just sit tight on that other event. I'm still working out the details and kind of getting everything laid out and making sure that it meets the requirements. But we are going to potentially have a 10th event for you guys to compete in that can qualify you to go towards your AOI points to qualify you for the championship. So just sit tight on that. There's going to be more to come as the new year approaches. So just kind of sit tight on that. And there'll be more to come on that. Okay. You got it right now, Todd. Is it up? No. In the overlay department. So are there any questions? I had seen, Curtis, hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully you guys can get out there and fish some of our events. We're looking forward to the Seminole and the St. John's. I think I see it now. All right. So I'm pulling up here. Oh, you got it? Oh, sorry. Let me take off that one. No, you're good.
I couldn't remember which is which.
This is it. This is it right here. Yep. It's this one. So can everyone see this? So right now we're on Lake Panasoffkee for January 13th. February 10th, we have the entire Harris chain. I had someone reach out to me this week and they were asking what lakes are available. We are opening up the entire Harris chain for you guys to fish on. Just remember, we're going to be posting that event meetup location here. It's going to be in the central part of the chain. So again, when we're fishing these big chains, we're going to give you guys plenty of time to get back in order to make those event check-ins. So don't worry there. Same thing with the St. Johns River. We're going to talk about that event next Thursday with Will Gresham. On March 9th, we got Lake Instapoga. So that's going to be a phenomenal event. Todd's really excited about that one. That was the one event last year regular season event where we had an angler reach over the 100-inch mark. So I'm excited about that. That extra event is most likely either going to be in that March timeframe is where we're going to throw in that championship qualifier there. David, do you consider a Popka part of the Harris chain? What do you guys think on that?
I believe it is.
Yeah, if it is a part of the Harris chain, you guys there's a list of lakes here. I'll read off the lakes. It's in our monthlies as well. If a Popka is a part of the Harris chain, you may fish a Popka. Any lake that is listed associated with the Harris chain, you will be able to fish associated waters, the creeks that connect them, whatever it is. again, we got a lot of people saying, hey, why aren't we opening up the creeks? Why aren't we doing this? We're opening up a lot of those bodies of waters in those creeks for you guys to be able to fish it. So it's just going to be your guys' responsibility to make sure that you're back at the award check-in so that your submissions actually count, and don't get DQ'd for not making it back. Then everyone's saying yes, it's connected. Then that's your answer. Hopefully that answers your question there, Mr. Myers. It's a great lake. It's a great body of water. We had our open there last year, and it was a lot of fun. So after that, we have Lake Okeechobee, the Big O. And then on April 27th, to end our year on the regular season, we are going to be going up to Lake Seminole, up on the northwest corner of Florida. And we are going to be linking up with the Northwest Florida Bass Nation tournament crew up there. Matt Vogt and those guys are awesome. So we're going to be putting on an event up there. It's a phenomenal body of water. I mean, huge bass are constantly being caught out of that body of water. So it should be a great time to fish on that lake and a great way to end our year. So we're looking forward to that event. Hopefully you guys can get up there and fish that body of water. It's going to be a really good opportunity to get up there and fish against some of the best anglers in the state, and some hammers. So I'm excited about it. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question. That's the recap for the schedule for the 2023 2024 schedule. So yeah, real quick, what we'll do now is I'm going to open up this Lake Panasoffkee. Sean has posted all of the boundaries for Panasoffkee on our members only page. This is just a snapshot of it. Of that, are there any questions? Does anyone have any questions on the boundaries with what Sean posted with the link? Anyone having troubles with that? I'm not going to go too much in depth with it because we are we're going to go more in depth on it next Thursday as well. But if there's any questions, we can answer it. Any public launch is available. The only I don't know if it'll let me zoom in here. At the very bottom left-hand corner, right above the International Teaching Zoo, there's a bridge. There's a launch just on the south end of that bridge. You guys can utilize that launch. Eligible water is once you cross underneath the bridge going north is once you get into eligible water there. Other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Any public launch, any launch that you can launch from, and there might be a fee. Those are eligible launches. You just cannot be launching from your backyard. I don't think there's that many houses on this lake anyways. You must launch from a public launch. They're nuking the river, just a heads up. A1 Feb included with Chobe. We will go more into Lake Okeechobee, but no, the way that I'll let Sean speak on that. But as far as we've talked, it's going to be Lake Okeechobee in its entirety, and we'll go into the rim canals and we'll go into all that other stuff more in depth as we get closer. Or if you want to know what those boundaries are ahead of time, we can have Sean go ahead and post those on the members only page. Any questions for Panasoffkee? How many people we got signed up, Todd?
What, for paying?
I'll
For
go ahead
paying
and mark
last
them.
week, I think
Sorry.
it was 5. It was 5.
Okay, so right now we got 5 folks signed up. So again, remember, our goal this year is we're trying to hit that 50 angler mark at the competitions. Right now we're sitting at 79 members in the club. So I think it would be phenomenal if there should be no reason why we wouldn't be able to hit that 50 angler mark, at least once or twice this year. Our goal is to beat our average last year. We're averaging 45, I think, an event right now, which is phenomenal. We are super grateful for that. I've been so ecstatic by how many anglers we're having coming out and competing at each one of these events. I mean, I'm going to go into this real quick and kind of talk about kind of how much I think we've averaged around 850 to 900 for first place, around the 500 to 550 mark for second place, and 300 to 350 for third place, which is really good for 8 hours out on the water, and going out and doing something that we love. So we appreciate your guys' support and continuing to come out and fish these events. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited for 2024, and I'm excited to see you guys catch some big fish, and have fun. So, without further ado, Todd, you want to get into the releasing of the championship information?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. What else or should we save that for another about 15 minutes? What do you guys think? You guys think we should go ahead and release it, or should we talk about something else for a little bit? I think that's probably the only reason why people are staying on to listen to us. So, hey, there's been a couple big fish caught at Panasoffkee here recently. So I think quite a few 10-pounders have been caught. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully we get to see a giant caught.
I hope so. Unfortunately, it's not been me. I've caught nothing but dinks there
Yeah. I'm going to go out this
all
weekend.
the
I'm going to go
time.
out Saturday and fish. So what's the location? All right. So how do you want to do this?
Do early Christmas
Yeah, we're
wrapping.
gonna unwrap the early Christmas present. So what I'm gonna say before we release this, um, this location is probably one of the best locations in Florida for us to host this event. Um, the feedback we got last year was Orange Lake was a phenomenal fishery. We had a really good time while we were up there camping. But people were saying, "Hey, it's too far north. It's the day. It was the time. It was this. It was that." So we came up with a location that was central that we felt would give the best option for all of our anglers to have an equal playing field, to have an opportunity to all catch 90 plus inch bags for the championship. So a lot of thought, a lot of time has been some deliberations has been made on where we're going to go for our championship. There's going to be a lot more information to come as far as off limits periods and so on and so forth for this particular body of water for the championship. So more to come with that. Right now, we're going to release the location and the date. Okay.
All right.
So location and date.
So
What you got?
let's just give a little bit of a little bit of a hint before you show it. Want
Okay.
to?
Yeah.
Can you hear this?
Not really. No, it's not very good. We should have played it. Can you pull it up on YouTube?
No. Let's just go ahead and release it.
Okay, so
Can
what
we
I'm gonna
show
do,
it?
I think we're making people mad. So actually, we had one person guess it. We'll release one. They'll be able to figure it out. So go ahead and pull it up. A
Ready?
lot of work went into this. 3,
Boom.
2, 1. What is it? Can y'all guess what it is? What is it? Kissimmee chain. The entire Kissimmee chain is going to be open for business for the championship. So that is the location that we have deliberated on and said, hey, this is going to be a great opportunity and a great place for folks to fish. So Robert Phillips was the winner of the and he got it right, because if he was just going to say Kissimmee, it would have not counted. He said the entire Kissimmee chain, or the whole Kissimmee chain. So I'll reach out to you, Robert, and I will get you your $25 because that's what we were going to give the winner. So again, Kissimmee chain. If you guys you want here, can we pull up the list of lakes that are on the Kissimmee chain, and we'll tell
Yeah.
them which ones that it is.
So you got Toho.
You're
You're
breaking up, Todd.
you're muted. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
You were muted. So you got Toho, right? Kissimmee. Uh, what are the other ones around there?
I'm gonna
Is
pull it
that
up. I'll pull
considered
it up
Big
for you
Toho
guys.
and Little Toho?
Kissimmee. I'm gonna tell you right now, Kissimmee chain of lakes, and I will pull it up. We have the list here. We're completing a whole workup to give you guys, and to post all of the lakes, or all the different lakes that we are going to allow you guys to fish on it. I'm going to pull it up here, and I'll list off some of the main ones. East and West is going to be on there. Again, Robert, give us a minute. We'll pull up the different lakes for you here. Let me just pull it up. I'm trying to find the list. Florida State. Here we go. So you have where's our list at? I should have had that
I'm
ready, huh?
pulling it up right now.
Okay. So for me, it looks like you have Lake Toho, you have East Lake Toho, you have Lake Cypress Lake, Lake Hatchenhaw, you have Lake Kissimmee, you have Tiger Lake, you have Lake Rosalie, Lake Weehaw, I don't even know how to say that. Then you got Lake Jackson, Lake Marion. Yeah, we're not going to open up the alligator chain. Where it's just going to be the Kissimmee chain of lakes. So we will post all of the available bodies of water that you guys are going to be able to fish. And then we'll also put the location. But I know it's going to be Lake Toho, East Lake Toho, Cypress Lake, Lake Hatchenhaw. You have Lake Rosalie, Tiger Lake, Lake Kissimmee. And then I believe we're going to allow I don't even know how to say it, but it's like Lake Weo. I don't know how to say it. I'm not even going to try to pronunciate it. Walk in water. Is that really what it's called? Whatever. Is the one you're struggling with. Probably. I don't know. I have never fished it before. But yeah, so we'll have that list here available for you guys. However, just so that you guys are aware, for those monthlies, that does not mean that you guys can go fish Lake Rosalie, Tiger Lake, Lake Hatchenhaw, or those lakes for the monthlies. Those are not eligible bodies of water to compete in for the monthlies. The only eligible bodies of water for the monthlies are the lakes that are on our regular season schedule. That doesn't mean you can't go out there and fish those bodies of water. We're still nailing down the off limits period that we're going to have on those bodies for the folks that qualify. So more to come on the specific details on that. We're still working it out and making sure that it's reasonable for everyone involved. And then the date, Todd, you want to tell them the date?
So the date, drum
It
roll
is
please. Boom. It is going to be May
in May.
18th and 19th.
So, yep, Jeff just,
May
I didn't even see.
18th
So,
and 19th.
I don't know what's going on with my comment or my stream, but I can't, it won't allow me to comment anymore on the thing. So,
I'll put it in
May
there.
18th and yeah, if you want to put it in there, May 18th and 19th is going to be our championship. I guess there was Mother's Day. Last year we did it in June, the first week of June, and that's when summer was let out. We looked at all of the Florida Bass Nation regions. They don't have tournaments on that specific date. So those that we didn't want to do it on Mother's Day and we didn't want to do it on Father's Day. We couldn't do it the first 2 weeks of May with bass and things that are going on there. And we didn't want to do it the last week of May either. So with school and stuff getting out, so that third week of May is the date for the championship. So May 18th and 19th on the Kissimmee chain. The location for the meetup, as of right now, we don't have a specific location. Our original plan was going to do it at Big Toho Marina underneath some pavilions there. However, that could be a huge drive for some folks. But at the end of the day, that's not going to be a factor that's going to eliminate that possibility, because if we go with the 12-hour day on day one, and then 6 to 2 on day two, on the final day, we're going to give anglers 2 hours once they get off the water to get to the championship. That's why we have scheduled the championship to go from 6 to 2, and the banquet's going to be at 4 o'clock. So that's going to give anglers enough time, regardless, to get off the water, get loaded up, and then make their way to the award ceremony. So that's why we're doing no matter what day 2 is going to be, it lines out is going to be 2 p.m. And that's why we shifted towards giving you guys more time on day 1, because we're not going to require you guys to check in after lines out on day 1. You can get off the water and go home. The only mandatory check-in is going to be on the mandatory check-in is only going to be on day 2 at the award ceremony there to close out the season. So, and I answered Jeff Gallagher's question with, do they become eligible bodies of water for the monthly? So, yeah, no, they don't. Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns? There's going to be a huge post released here in the coming weeks. We felt like it was an appropriate time to introduce to you guys what where the championship was going to be held. Just one, so you guys can prepare, you can plan, and understand kind of like the thought and everything that went behind it. We put a lot of thought in behind where we're going to host our championship this year, being central and opening up and allowing people to kind of fish, a majority of lakes. Yep. So yeah, exactly, Doug. So day 1, the focus is going to be you guys put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and time and money this whole season. We want you guys to go out on the championship and fish. So, and with that, something that's going to be a little different for the championship is lines, or 6 o'clock is going to be lines in. 6 o'clock, we're going to allow you guys to launch. As soon as you launch at 6, you fish. So you're eligible to fish at 6 a.m. You launch, you fish. You can fish. And then it's going to be from the time you launch to the time you get off the water. You're going to be able to fish. And then same thing on day 2, 6 a.m. launch. You can fish to 2 p.m. And then you've got to be off the water. So any questions about that? Any concerns?
And it's going to be your best 5 over 2 days.
Yes. So we are doing your best 5 bass in 2 days. So it's not going to be a 10 fish cumulative. It's going to be a 5 fish cumulative. Sorry, my dogs are playing. We addressed that and we talked about that earlier in the year on where we were going. So you have a bad day on day 1, day 2, you can go out there and freaking crush it and still be in the lead, or still be in the can still be in the mix. So that's your best 5. And big bass is going to be the biggest bass out of the 2 days. We're not going to do a day 1 big bass or a day 2 big bass. Big bass will be between the biggest fish caught in that 2-day period, and it does count towards the lunker. So last year the lunker was only for the regular season. This year championship plays into the lunker. So again, from now on, our championships are going to be your best 5. We're not going to do the best 10. It's going to be 5. So you go out on day 1 and you catch 2 20-inch fish, and that's all you catch. You come out the second day and you catch 3. That fills your 5 limit, your 5 fish limit for the championship. So
It also helps those that say if somebody can't fish on Saturday, they can still compete on Sunday
yep,
and still
yep.
be in there running.
You still get that chance. So it's gonna be a phenomenal event. We're gonna have, I mean, it's gonna be a good championship. We're gonna be able to it's gonna be $100 again, like it was last year. The entry for the 25 top 25 entry fee is still gonna be the $100. And we'll release the payout, the brackets and everything for that. We're taking, again, for the championship, again, this is why we're asking for people to participate in these monthlies, because every angler that participates in our regular season events, $3 out of that $50 entry fee per angler, so $3 per angler, goes towards the overall championship pot. So I don't know if you guys saw or heard what I talked about in our last live, but I think for the last 3 events, we've averaged over, I think it's like $120 or $130 that's been added per event. That's going to go into the championship pot. So what's that? Almost $400 right now is in that championship pot. The lunker right now, 3 events in, is at $605. 3 events in. Last year, $900, $960 took out of the whole year, and we're already more than halfway there. So that's going to be a really good pot. Someone can take home over $1,000 just in one big fish, the biggest fish. So,
Yep.
can I
So
fish one
the answer
spot
for
day one in a
Ken,
different? Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
you can fish anywhere you
I
want.
mean,
You can get up day one. You can launch on not Harrison. You can launch on Toho. You can load up and you can go fish Lake Hatchenhaw. So, how many places are going to be for the championship? Again, we are going to look at that. Right now, it's going to be your top 3, but depending on when we look at the payout structures and what the overall championship pot is, we will break down further on if we can pay your top 5. If we're not going to pay the top 5 in cash, top 3 will be paid out in cash, and 4 and 5. 4th place and 5th place will receive some sort of prize package and check. We're going to give checks, like those big paper checks like we did last year, to the top 5. We're going to give big paper checks to the lunker of the year, big bass. But we're also doing catch trophies for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. There are going to be special catch trophies, not catch boards, but actual trophies for your top 3 and your angler of the year this year. So more to come with that. But yeah, we're going to we'll figure out. We want 1st place, 2nd place, and 3rd place is a definite. And again, it depends on how many people qualify out of the monthlies to that are going to add to the championship pot. So the big bass right now is $605 is the total for the overall lunker for the FKBT. And right now the winner of that is still Wendy Biles, correct? Yeah, let me double check. Wendy Biles is in the lead, I think, with a 22.5. She caught that at Toho. Yep.
mm-hmm.
Wendy Biles is in the lead right now. Last year, Todd won it with a 23 and
3/4.
what, 23 and 3/4?
23, 3. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Todd won it on Lake Instapoga. He took home $960 last year with that. And then on the championship, we had Sherman Bishop on Orange Lake catch a 26.5-inch bass. And he took home $300 for the championship for that bass. So last year, 1st place took home $1,300, and we only had 17 people fishing in our championship last year that registered. We paid $1,300 or $1,000 for 1st place, $600 for 2nd place, and $400 for 3rd place, and $300 for big bass. So Yep.
So one thing that we did change for championship this year or for Big Bass is the championship will count towards the Big Bass Lunker of the year.
It will count. You broke up there. It will count towards the championship. So if someone goes out and catches a 26.5-inch fish at the championship, and that right there alone is the single largest bass caught this year, they will take home the lunker pot. So it pays to catch the biggins. Yeah, Pan has some big fish. There's been 2 over 10 pounds caught in the past 2 months. So, and I think like a 13 pounder was just caught out of there, or 15 pounder, one of
And
those
I
two.
think, wasn't it Greg from Bass Nation caught a 26 there during their
Yeah,
championship?
Greg caught one. What's the other gentleman who lives
Buzz,
up there? Buzz Burline caught a
Buzz.
couple out of there. Yeah. So are there any questions that you guys have, comments or concerns? Again, we hope that you guys understand and we appreciate you guys for being patient with us as we've worked diligently on getting this championship stuff figured out. Again, we are going to work on putting together another event. We're gonna try something this year. I'll just kind of go out and say it. This isn't going to be a way that you can earn or towards AOI points, but we're thinking about, and there's been talks about us putting together a weekend 2-man team tournament. Okay. We've talked about it. It's going to be you and your buddy. It's going to start Saturday morning and it'll end Sunday at whatever, lines in, lines out. But it's going to be from lines in on Saturday to lines out on Sunday. You guys can fish. There's no off period between lines in and lines out. You can fish through Saturday night all the way into Sunday, whatever it is. But we're thinking about doing that. If you guys would be interested in something like that, drop a comment here in the comment sections. I'm going to make a post on a poll on our members only page. If we get enough interest in it, we're going to find a good time in this season to do it. We want to test it out. We want to see what your guys' thoughts are on it. But it's going to be a 2-man team, best 5. Each angler's best 5 goes towards their total. So your best 5 and your teammates' best 5 competing against others. Do you have to buy into big fish for your big fish to count for big fish of the season? Yes. Yes. If you do not if you catch a 26-inch fish and you're not entered into the big bass, it doesn't count. It doesn't go towards the lunker pot. So team event. Okay, I see one person put yes. I'm going to make a poll on our members only page. And if you guys are interested in it, definitely that's definitely something that we want to do. It's a challenge, but it's going to be pretty much a 48-hour event. Well, just less than 48 hours because we're going to end it Sunday at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. It's not going to be that event is not going to be, hey, mandatory check-in or nothing. We're going to do it kind of virtually. It's going to be a virtual 2-man team competition. Yeah, so we'll allow options in there for blind draw team event. We might do both. We might do day 1, you have you pick your team, and then day 2 is a blind draw. Maybe something to that effect. But we can try both. We'll figure it out. We don't know the ins and outs yet. We've just been talking about doing something like that. If you guys are interested in doing it, we'll definitely we want to offer a variety of options to you guys in the club and just have some fun. Go out and just have fun with it. If you enter it, it's going to be a 2-man team. It's going to be $100 or $50. We haven't come up with the price point on it yet. We'll also throw that in the poll to kind of see what you guys would want, but that would be what would drive the payouts as well. So more to come. I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys, get your guys' feedback on it. 48 hours straight. fish anytime, AM or PM. Yeah. So when line's in on Saturday at 6 a.m. till line's out on Sunday at whatever time, 4 or 5 p.m., you can fish between those time periods. So I know there's a tournament trail on the West Coast that does it. The Yakka Bass tournament trail series in California does it, and it's a great event. And they get a lot of people turned out, and I'm thinking it's not going to just be the members. I'm thinking that we can use this as an opportunity to introduce people to our club. Since it's not going to go towards AOY, this is just going to be a fun event that we do. That we might open it up to non FKBT members as well, but more to come on that. What do you think? What do you think about that, Todd?
I think it's pretty cool. I know our my old club back in Tennessee did a 48-hour straight tournament, but it was individual. It wasn't a team deal, but it was actually on their AOI schedule, and it was actually pretty
Really?
cool. It was pretty cool to judge them because I mean, some people fished, 3 or 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you know, and you could fish 48 hours straight if you wanted to. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So Jeff, I see combined best 10. The way that we would go about it is your best five and your partner's best five together would give you your total at the end. So yeah, I guess that would be cumulative. It's not cumulative. It'd be your best five and their best five. So if you got 90 inches and he got 100 inches, your total will be 190 inches total for those 2 days. And
I
big
guess if
bass
you did
as
that,
well.
though, Bailey, if you did that, you would have to stick with the same team member from day one
Yeah,
and day
no,
two.
yeah, no,
You couldn't.
that's what I was saying. That's why I would say if we're doing it the way that we and not doing the blind draw, it's going to be your best five. And if there's a way that we can get it to count or work with AOI, that might be something that we can do. If we did that, it would not be open up to outside members. So, do a live and invite people from the water. That would be cool. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of options that we can do. And if you guys have any input or things, hey, this any ideas on what you guys think would be fun and entertaining and something that we can do, um, reach out to us. Let us know. Again, we want to. Yeah, this is a trail where we host some fairly large events. Monthly events, but if there's something that we can do that you'd be interested in, I mean, if we do it and it fails, okay, we won't do it again. But if we do it and it goes off really well and you guys like it, we'll do it again. And have fun with it. I mean, we don't have the only way we're going to learn is through our failures or our successes. So if we don't try it, we'll never know. So we're in the business of trying things and making the FKBT one of the premier clubs in the state of Florida or really in the country. We want people to know, hey man, the FKBT don't play around. So we host good events. Our payouts are really good. And we got some of the best anglers in the state of Florida that compete regularly. So, and you guys are competing. A lot of y'all compete at the national level and do really well. So, we got some events potentially coming down from higher up too. So, more to come with that as the year progresses. So there's a lot of big things coming down the pipeline for sure with the FKBT. All of this just gets me pumped up. Yes, Sterling, I'm glad, man. We're here. We're here for the hype. So I like the live feature as well. Get people online. A good something that might be happening here in the near future is I might be out on the water, filming you guys and doing some interviews out on the water with you guys as the tournaments are going on. More to come on that. And if you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I might be following you guys around and taking some videos and using it towards promotions for promoting the trail and going live on the water. So more to come with that. And we're working with Christopher Blanco. I didn't forget about you, sir. I have looked over the script that you sent me. I'm going to share it with my team. I haven't shared it yet with them. And we're going to get back in touch with you to go over that stuff. So if you're watching, man, I appreciate that. And we'll definitely get started on that on the new year. So, yeah, good stuff coming, or a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Todd, I'll turn it over to you and let you share anything you got. But we're about at that hour mark now, so I don't want to hold you guys on here for too long.
I don't really have anything to add to everything that you've already mentioned. Just looking forward to paying. Uh, I'm pretty pumped about that. I don't have to spend the night on a truck or anything. I can sleep in my own bed and get up and go to the lake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Todd only lives about 10 miles, so don't ask if you guys can stay at his place because the beds are already taken by Sean and I. So, don't worry about that. We'll be there. But again, I want to say something real quick. If you guys are interested in any FKBT apparel, whether it be hats, the fishing shirts like Todd is wearing, the jersey that I'm wearing, hoodies, I mean, whatever it is, whatever stickers, you guys want some stickers, whatever you guys can think of. If you guys want to rep the FKBT with some apparel, let us know. We have Todd is doing by name requests and orders. Once he gets a certain amount of orders, he'll submit it in. But now that he has the press there behind him, he's getting good enough at it now to where at some point he's going to be able to just do them right from the house, and we'll be able to mail them out or deliver them to you at the event. So I know Todd's talked about it before, but tent in the backyard for Jeff. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in that, reach out to Todd. Use the link that's in the comment section here for Wildwear America. If you guys would like to get one of the FKBT jerseys that were ordered, they're out there. We'd love for you guys when you're out there fishing those national trails or any other trail to rep some of our brand to get the word out there to some of those other anglers that might not know about the FKBT. So that's all I got. I would like for us to highlight some of our sponsors, Todd. So I'll turn that over to you, and then we'll get off of here.
Sure. Let's see. Strike King Blues, Mock, they're a great supporter of our club. Van Hunks, they have been a great supporter for the past 2 years. We can't talk about them. Torn Outdoors, John Nelson and his family have done some great stuff for us. Spear Point Performance Hooks, who's sponsoring our big bass this year. Those are great hooks. If you haven't tried them, try them out. I think you'll really like them. I know I do.
I love mine.
Lithium, 13 Fishing, Torpedo, Yak Attack, Road Gear, Ego Fishing, Cross Kicks, Wicked Weights, Mondo's Fishing, and of course myself.
Todd
So
Quillen.
we appreciate all of our sponsors that step up, support the club, giving us discounts, giving us product, all of that stuff. It wouldn't be what it is without the support of our sponsors, and of course, it wouldn't be what it is with our great members that have jumped on board and fishing with us this year. So we work really hard behind the scenes to try to make this a great tournament for you guys. Try to make it run smooth, and try to make it run fair. So anyway, we do appreciate you guys, and we really hope that each and every one of you have a very Merry Christmas and get to spend some good time with your family.
And a Happy New Year as well. Be safe out there on the water. It's cold, so not a lot of pleasure boaters will probably be out there, but for the New Year's, be safe. We look forward to opening up the new year with you guys on Lake Panasoffkee on January 13th. So if you haven't got registered already, go ahead, get registered or get signed up. And we will see you guys out on the water on January 13th. Tight lines, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys next Thursday at 7 p.m. on our next live with Will Gresham as we talk the upcoming St. John's River event with them. So we'll see you guys then.